friends, how are ya? It's Sonia. I gotta change into my paint shoes. I was ready to go live right at 2, and then it's like the doors open to the shop and everybody came in all at once, which is not a bad thing to happen when you have a shop, a brick and mortar these days. So I just took care of that. It's a beach day here, of course, at Lake Erie, and everybody's at the beach. I can tell the groups that are together because they start to look alike. Like all the ladies are in here right now. There's probably just 6 to 8 of them that came in, and they all have the flowy beach robes. All right. Paint shoes are secured. Hey, Sherry. I grabbed a handful of trail mix for this project to get started with. Aldi's, if you're there, tell me if you're an Aldi's girl, if you love it too. They have a really nice trail mix, and it's like a dark chocolate with almonds and walnuts and pecans and raisins and cranberries, but the chocolate with that, it's so good. So sometimes when you're behind the desk at the shop, maybe that might be all you can reach for, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm working on today. And also, by the way, did you see the video I put up? Hey, Barbara, this is one of the pieces that I did get. I'm going to work on this piece today. The coffee table that I had here yesterday, I finished that up. She is done. I'm actually looking at her right now, and I'm just going to let her sit and cure, like dry and harden and get ready. Then I'll drop the glass into it. So I did take final pictures, and I'll post that once it's done here. But I'm just letting her just kind of move along the assembly line, and now she'll dry before she goes out into the shop for sale, take pictures, all that great stuff. As you know, I'm working on a collection of a lot of furniture to drop all at once, and then I'll be able to maintain and continue to plug holes. That's the goal. I've also got a spot in the shop selected so that when you come in, it's going to be like right dead center, and it's going to be like a whole bunch of really cool furniture placed right there. Hey, Chris. But last night I went out. We actually went on a drive. We like to go on drives in the AC, especially when it's hot. And so last night we got off of work, and right at 6 o'clock, what is today? Is today Sunday? Or is today Saturday? Today is Saturday. Yes, it is. So we get off at 6 o'clock tonight as well, which we're going to a bonfire. Just not a bonfire, I guess a barbecue, I should say. Now nobody's having a bonfire. We don't want to catch the world on fire. But yeah, nice barbecue tonight, so I'm looking forward to that. But last night, when it came to 6 o'clock, Matt usually goes, "You want to take a drive?" I'm like, yeah, I sure do. We turn on the AC. There's no AC in the building. So it can get pretty stuffy, and you know, even when you have the windows open or you have fans on, it's just not the same as when you're in the cold AC. So we just jump aboard the Jeep and we start to take a ride. And here on Lake Erie, if you're by the water, it always feels good. Even when it's hot, at least you've got water, right? So you don't feel like it's claustrophobic. So we usually leave and we go towards Ohio, or we go the other side towards New York. So last night we went over into Ohio, and they have one of the headquarters, or the headquarters for the Goodwills that even come here to Erie, Pennsylvania, and they've always been great to me. And I purchased a bunch of furniture there last night. It was like I wasn't expecting to. We're just doing a Friday night drive. You go out and you get a cold drink, you just turn the AC on. And you go for a drive and you see what's new, and you look at the garage sale signs of the night before, and you see what people are up to, you see how tall the cord is, and just kind of pass the ice cream stands and see how many people are there. And last night we went by Ashtabula, and I'm like, their Goodwill is open late tonight till 8 o'clock. And so I got there a little bit after 7, and sure enough, they had all that furniture. So I did a quick video. I posted it for you guys to see. And I ended up taking 4 pieces. So this is one of them, which I'm going to work on today and just give a new lift to. I'm going to take off this little handle here in a second. So before I get into the projects, I want to say thank you for those of you who have purchased something from my Etsy store, some art to support. That supports me, and you get some good art. I'll show you what I put up today. I'm so glad that I put this up this morning before things got really hectic. So I have 4 prints today to add. I am putting my art up for grabs here. A lot of stuff some stuff that I have left, things that never ever were shown, or now I'm just ready to part with because I am raising money to buy a home on the island back home. Thank you, Amy. I made these just yesterday. They are, you know, I love to make jewelry too, right? So they are starfish and a pearl. And I love it. A girl from the ocean. Plus they look like stars and they're magical. So I'm like, yes, I'm gonna make myself some earrings today. You know, it's gonna be a good day. So I have 2 of these left. Somebody, Barb, asked me yesterday, do you have anything with your shabby posies? And I said I'd look. So I have 2 of these prints left. I just put them on my Etsy. And I'm currently having a print art sale right now. So go check it out. It is junkmonkeypaint.com. Will take you to my Etsy store. It's linked. It'll forward you to it. Stay tuned because this week ahead, the Junk Monkey Furniture Paint also comes to that website. To my Etsy shop. So She Who Is Brave Is Free. I think this was one of my first prints I ever did with my art. I did a bunch of art and I sold all the originals and then I took pictures. So this is what I painted. One of you guys own it. And turned them into prints. So She Who Is Brave Is Free, right? Permission to step out and do what it is that you want to do. But yeah, when you do things, you give permission to other people, and also when you do things, you gain confidence for yourself to do more things, right? When you just step out. So, and there's such freedom that comes with when you follow your heart, follow your passion, and what you want to do, and you just really don't limit yourself. And you put yourself out there. I have 3 of these left to my name, and that is the Create Your Own Sunshine. You make it a good day, or you make it a bad day. That's what I was thinking. Painted this really cool guy here. I did all kinds of colors on the pot. I love that. Might have to paint something similar again. So there's 3, I think, of that one. There's 3 available of this one. It says More Self-Love. When I painted this one, I used all Junk Monkey paints as well. There's some sage flower back there and some sugar plum. That was fun to do. But more self-love, right? This would look so good. And like, I gotta do some painted frames here once I get my Junk Monkey Furniture Paint colors going. Maybe in a really cool aqua blue frame would be really nice with this one. But it's just a reminder that when you take care of yourself, you can't pour from an empty cup. You are better to the people around you. Trust me, take care of yourself, right? Put yourself there. It's not selfish, it's being about self. Take care of you. And this one, Bloom Big. This is just a fun shabby posy print. So I have 3 of these available that I just posted. And this one looked really good in an aqua distressed wooden frame as well. But Bloom Big, that's this one. When I did this one, it was all about thinking, not keeping yourself small, not being afraid to shine, you know. Just bloom, 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 baby. Who cares what anybody else thinks? And then I have 2 original art pieces that I just put up. And I have this one. This one's called Bright Spot right here. These 2 will come with frames. So this one has a glass into it. And I painted this on a heavy like cardstock paper. So that way the glass is in it and it still fits. But it's called Bright Spot. And it's just a really cool, like colorful bunch of posies. And so they have it's a frame. I thrifted this frame. You may have seen the video when I did it. And so this one's already comes framed for you. This one's called Bright Spot. It would be really cute to put on a windowsill, put on your end table, you know, put up a couple stack of books and then sit it on top of it. I think that would be adorable. And then the second and last original, so 4 prints, 2 originals, since you guys asked for it and you've been loving on my art, is this one. And this one also comes framed. So this one's done on a canvas board. So it's painted on canvas. So the glass is missing because this is canvas and it fills up that space. It doesn't need glass. So there we go. So this is an original acrylic Junk Monkey paint one that I did. And I thrifted this frame as well. This one's all bling bling and fun. But I love that scalloped edge right here. I thought it was so pretty. So pretty. And this one's just called Pot of Posies. Just some colorful, and it has like polka dots in the center. Both these actually I did together. It's interesting when you paint together that you can start to see similarities, right? Like between the 2 of those. Those were done at the same time. So love it. So those are up. Thank you very much. And with everything as always, I forgot to mention yesterday, but you guys ordered and I still included them, is I'm doing a pair of handmade earrings, like little bead earrings that I'm making, crystal earrings. So if you do order on my Etsy, junkmonkeypaint.com will get you there. Just make sure in the notes you put your favorite color, and I'll pick a crystal. If I don't see it, then I'll pick just something intuitively that I think that you would love. Like this morning, I put together a box for Gayla, and I didn't see anything in her notes, and so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna pick something, right? So I think I did opalite, the crystal that reminds you to always be your bright, beautiful self, and they're pretty neutral, so I thought, I'm playing it pretty safe here. So that's what I've been up to. So this piece, yeah, what do you think? I paid $6.99. Shaylin, how are ya? Do not fall. Do not fall. Hey, Judy, Brenda's on here. What are you guys up to? So with this piece here, $6.99. I loved it. It's solid wood. It's interesting. I get it home now, and I was starting to just buff it with the sand pad. You guys know I'm not stripping it. There ain't no way we're doing that. We're gonna paint over it. And I think I'm just going to do black velvet because, well, honestly, it's like putting on the classic black dress. It will hide a multitude of sins, and it's just a really nice classic looking color if you just really want to ramp things up, right? Jazz it up a little bit. So I'm just going around right now. I just did this before I came on here. I know some of you guys, it bothers you to hear the sand pad, so I try to do that off camera. But I just go in circles, and it's the same idea as if before you put your nail polish on, if you went and you sanded your nails, your nail polish is going to hold so much better. And that's all we do. We just break open that little bit of seal that's on it to make it more accepting, to really suck the paint into. And that's all we've got to do with the Junk Monkey paint. So when I picked this up, I did not realize it, but this is a handmade piece. Like, look at this right now. Judy, I'm so jealous. She says she's visiting home, Newfoundland, right now. Jealous. I literally had the thought this morning going, I should go back now in the fall. You guys know that I'm saving money up with my furniture flipping and decor flipping to be able to buy a home back on the island. It's going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. So stay tuned. So thank you. All your support helps me get there. But this guy here is handmade. Look at this. I loved it though. The reason I didn't realize it looking at it from the front, but look at this. I mean, once I paint this black, I think it's going to be great. It's perfect. It's $6.99. And I'm just going to put a reasonable price onto it. It's a solid piece. Now there's this pegboard in the back, and then they use pegboard right here for the back of the drawer. And that's the only thing that I'm debating working with. And so, you know, I'm assuming somebody put the hole right there because they probably had a cord that went through. Who knows? Maybe they had a television up there, a box down here that connected. Or they just had to make the connection because something glowed up. Maybe their alarm clock. Does anybody still plug in an alarm clock? I don't even know. Yes, Judy. Yep, that's where I'm looking. Want to get back home to the fam. That'd be so nice. Miss the island. Terribly miss the island. So I want to do that there. And I'll film my video and take you through as I find a home and DIY it and just make it a home, right? Make the house a home and show you what it's like back home, to live back home. But that all comes in due time. I'm getting everything set up to be able to make that transition and have that as a possibility. So it's coming. So I was thinking that I could leave the pegboard, I could patch the hole, and I could do like Mod Podge of book pages. What do you think? What would you do if you were me? That's the situation. What would you do if you were me? Can you guys see that? It's got like a pegboard inside of it. Let me see if I can get it here so you can see it. You see that? So, what do you think? Should I fix the hole? And I have all these old book pages and do something cool, paint it black. I feel like that would fit the vibe of what I do and how I like to paint. But I'm going to start painting it first because that's the first thing I have to do to get it going. But I am open, so let me know if you have any good ideas. Excuse me, Dr. Sonia, Furniture MD, coming through. We're about to work on said patient. Oh, I can see where they even had the lines here. Man, I'm going to tell you. I wish that I had the skill set. Last night I was watching a show and they were milling wood. I know. What am I watching? I'm trying to find things that inspire me, and I learn things. There's so much garbage. But I truly am trying, when I get online and I go on social media, I truly try to find people who are making a difference or, you know, that really inspire me. And last night I was watching a couple, and they were building a small building, and he was milling wood. And I'm like, you know what? Let's see how they do this. And he cut trees down, and you see it from the process of the trees being cut down, and then it went through the mill. And it was pretty amazing. You either go to, like, you know, a Lowe's, Home Depot, something like that for us, or you go and you make your own, right, with the trees and what you got. Gives you a good appreciation. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be building anything and milling my own wood, but I do wish that I had, like, I think it's a wonderful skill set if you are somebody that can fix things. You know, if you're married to somebody who's a carpenter, I love that. I took woodworking back in high school, but it wasn't in depth, right? I think we made, like, what did we make? We made signs where we like little blocks, and then what you would do is you would use the scroll saw to put like Sonia's room. I did make a scroll table. Did anybody else do that project where you did the table where it's like got scroll legs? Cute little planter. I think Mom still has it. Mom's kept all that stuff. God love her. But she's kept all that stuff. And I go back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I made that in grade 10. All right, so here we go. She's a little rough, she's a little rustic, but you know what? That's how we like it, right? We're gonna distress it. So here's what the black paint, I'm just gonna pull up some Junk Monkey paint for my bucket down here. Ready? We love first brush strokes. Transformation. But I feel it's a beautiful skill set if you're somebody. Skills are underestimated. Like, I'm telling you, when you are somebody who has those skills that not everybody has. I wish I had more of the woodworking. I don't mind putting a nail and stuff, but you know, during 2020, you saw me, if you watched me on my vlog at that time, I redid a room in my house to an exercise room, and I put up, you know, shiplap and all that stuff. I don't mind doing that, like cut and then nail, but I'm talking about, could I build this nightstand? No, don't have that in me. So I'm just going to put down one quick layer right now, and in my mind I'm viewing this as being my primer layer, right? I don't have to prime, but my first layer for me is my idea of a primer, and then I'll let this dry, and when I go over the second time, it'll just start to really connect, tighten up, everything pulls together, looks good. So I like to do a minimum of at least, these days I'm doing probably 2.5 coats. One coat upright, one coat when I turn it up the other way, and then when it comes back upright, I just do some finishing touches. But yeah, so there we go. There's that. Self-adhesive wallpaper. That's a good idea. I do like that. I do like that a lot. All right, so you stay right there. And then let's do this. So I'll get in and do all that. I mean, if I took the actual back off, then I could just lay it out and use that. It's already cut to size. Let me just bring my paint closer. How about that? Probably because it's such a large bucket. Making a mess. Nice. So I'll figure it out, but if you have any options, I like the self-adhesive wallpaper. Trying to see what I have in my stash. I haven't been looking. Sometimes, honestly, sometimes when you go to even like the Dollar Tree, they have just little small amounts of stuff. There might even be something there for me to use. Oh yeah. I did see somebody that said that the Dollar Tree in their area, everything has gone up now to $2. What's it like where you guys are? I have to stop. I mean, I'd pay $2 for something that looks like a cool backing. Remember the time that I did my backsplash with Dollar Tree adhesive? That looks so good. When my house sold, it was still there. And I couldn't tell you how many people would look at it and go, is that that an actual tile backsplash? Oh no. This cost me all of $9.99. And it stood the test of time. Like, I highly recommend it. Worked out really well for me. So this is what I'm working on. This will be my project today. Trying to do a project a day. Like, have it done. If I start it today, it'll be done tomorrow. But I'm just getting my coat on, and already you can probably start to tell that it just completely changes, right? Anybody out there got any projects going down right now? You have to let me know. What are you working on? Are you eyeballing something up that you have? I know there's a lot of yard sales going on this month around here. I don't know. I always find furniture, so I don't kill myself to get out to yard sales or anything. If it's meant to be, it will cross my path, right? But yeah, that's how easy it is. Now, I got my fan on here in the background, so what I'm going to do today is I'll crawl in here later in a moment. But tie my hair back and then just let it set, and then I can come back and begin another coat. But yeah, I just think of my first coat as my quick little primer coat to kind of get the basic on, and everything else will cling to this. It's gonna be so good. Go. After I put the paint down, sometimes you'll see me and I go all the way around, but after you put your paint down, then I come and I just straighten up all my lines. And remember, I'm gonna do, you know, you can do a fine sand to just kind of polish, and then you can also do a bigger grit sand to really distress it. But that's not bad for a little start, right? Just gonna let that sit like that. It's a little glossy, but I just gotta be patient and let it, not touch it, just let it sit. That'll be my anchor, and then I can sand and go on top of it. So stay tuned, because this one will be finished by tomorrow, and then I'll move on to my next piece and on to my next piece. You get the drill. Yes, a new makeover, Lavona. I'm gonna drop my paintbrush in here. I'll finish off the rest here and crawl inside in a moment. I'm also going to figure out what I'm going to do with the back of it with the pegboard. I'm going to go look around, see what I still got in my stash. If I have anything that I think will work really nice. And cover my paint because it's near my fan. And when you work with clay paints, you do not want it to dry, right? And sit up and dry. So that's where I am. And check back, and I will have this done. I'm also going to do something, I think, with the sides of all this here. I might do just like a black stain or something all over the drawer, the raw wood, just to give it a little extra touch, because this is a handmade piece, right? And I'd probably do the same with the back as well, just to bring it all together and give a collective look to it. But for $6.99, it's got the bones. It just needs to be dressed up. So tell me if you see the vision. Can you see it coming together? already the power of paint has given it a whole other look, right? Pretty happy with that. All right, friends. Well, I will see you again tomorrow. I'm going to finish this piece up. By the way, I will post pictures of the big table as well here this evening, finished with the whole pieces, with the glass top into it, the black and the silver. It came out gorgeous. So that one's almost ready to go. She's drying. And we shall keep on going and keep on creating. So stay tuned. I've got 3 other pieces that I picked up, and I'll get to them over the next couple days. All right, guys. You guys take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.